Hello, my name is Gabriel Ndikon, the founder and chairman of the Charity Medical Foundation and International Trade Incorporated. Today, we will be talking about love, envy, and also the implementation of the glometricology principle on the actual world and the primary law that I believe will be important to talk about the future. As the founder of the Charity Medical Foundation, I uh, I have developed a very strong background or interest um, uh, in environmental health, pretty much in natural science mixed with mathematics to tackle community health issue in the future. All right. So first, I will talk about a very concise principle that I want people to understand. Um, I I'll be moving forward from now on. Okay. Uh, I will define first what is the word envy, and I'll go forward from there to be a little bit more progressive in the term. Envy is a desire to destroy good intent, good thinking, good ideology. So people who have envy uh, uh, of others are always or wasting all the time try to see how they can destroy the other person. I'll try to move forward, but before I move forward, I wanted to be very clear and say this. You have to be more reluctant or resistant in what you do to see your enemy showing up. Today, I saw three different factors that actually brought up the people that I believe are behind uh, the conspiracy that is going on today. This is not about any specific person. This is about the time of today, the primary law, and the new world. A world in which people will be living with better health, wealth, and peace, including the poor. You know, I do not try to say to people that I am the brighter guy or more intelligent guy, but let me tell you, I have a multi-million company. People who don't know that, they think it's a joke. I have a multi-million company. I need the money to implement all the ideology that are in my short of work. This is not a joke. I would like to say thing to the three factors that I distinguished early today. Um, I would like first to um, say this is not a personal attack against anybody. This is just a justification of my progressive and realistic approach to this matter. I would like to say to the president, uh, President Obama, that I don't have any personal problem with him. I do not even claim anything bad about him or his family. The only thing I'm concerned about is how to solve my problems, pay my bill, and fix my deficit, make sure that my education is okay, and move on with my life. I do believe, all the respect I have for him, that if he have any problem against me, he know the law, he can come forward and we can have a conversation. But I don't believe that he should listen to what people are telling him, try to harm me, or try to make sure that I have a miserable life. The same thing I will apply to the president of Cameroon. He tried to initiate a certain trend, ideological trend, that illustrate his own way of thinking. He believed he want to show that he destroyed my life. He want to show that he have made my life miserable, even though that I have earned whatever I earned here, served in the military and have done better thing. For him, it's really nothing. He wanted to show that that I have realized nothing. Okay. Well, I would like to say to him that it's okay. He was a young man. He was a young man that people admire. Today, he's getting to his old age, like everybody else does. He have to let me live my life. Then I will get to his old age, and I also gonna realize that I'm there too. Okay, and accept the reality. All right, good and bad come, and we have to accept it. We have to accept bad as we accept good. For the mayor of Cincinnati, I want to let you know I don't have any problem with him too. Okay, I just wanted to move forward with my life, and I want him to leave me alone. That's what I'm asking. I don't have no problem with any of those three folks. I know what went behind. I know what happened. And I'm not there to try to go after them, because it's gonna be a loss of energy. The only thing I'm asking is just give me opportunity to move forward. That's all. But I do not have or I do not agree with the fact that you have accepted the Cameroonian national security to be involved in a U.S. citizen life, or either propagate and giving private information to that foreign entity. Even though that I am a foreign-born national from Cameroon and a United States citizen, it does not conform anything to go forward with that approach. I do not think is a good approach. I think is not really sincere according to the United States Constitution. It's what I call a conspiracy behind the scene. Oh, you can have those people calling me, try to set me up with stuff. I do not. I don't believe. I do believe that there is difficulty in any society that we live. Either is rejection from the society, either is envies and jealousies. In my case, I do believe that I have to move on, move to a different atmosphere in which I believe I should be able to prosper accordingly. There is As you know, as you all know, that uh, 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 his credit record is mixed up, and he doesn't have any life today. He's this and he's that. I'm living a normal life. I have what I need. My education is the best investment that you can ever have. Um, and I believe that with my education, um, in first, I should complete whatever I need to make sure that I have a very good portfolio in the future. I have a very good background now in environmental health, community health, public health, epidemiology, biostatistics, pharmacology, and also a little bit of ecogenetic. So those are stuff that I would like to put in place and talk about with the use of statistic, apply statistic to solve those problems. Either is public health, or either is biological problems, or either is medicine, or either is um, uh, ecology problems, or environmental health problem, or environmental science problem. We need more technology and science to solve those environmental issues that we have today. Then, because of the action that was done to damage my financial uh, effort, I received couple calls and letters from lenders telling me this. Well, Mr. Gabriel and Dyken, we do believe that you were aware of the money you owe us, and that you also need to be aware that you have to pay that back. So you have to learn how to live with that. Sincerely, he signed, or they signed. Well, I took a paper and I wrote back, "Dear lender, I am well aware of what I owe you. Despite my effort, I am a total failure. So learn how to live with that." And I signed and I sent it back. What I'm trying to say here is this: I have another 50 years to live, maybe more, in this planet. So learn how to live with that. You don't want to see me? You can go away from me. You don't want to see me? You don't have to say hi to me. But don't try to defame my name, or try to disclose my life and do all sort of kuba uh, just to make a point. My help come directly from the great Yahweh, I believe his name. I am. It doesn't come from nobody else. That's the reason why I'm even alive here today. You can see this is the way I look when I don't have any poison food or poison drink, as you can imagine. Okay, so there's no need, and I can even say I wanted to make sure that the new pope understand, even though that I am from originally from Cameroon, or a U.S. citizen. I don't want him to accept any defamation about my name, about the work I want to do, to bring up a prime law that would direct lawmaker, that would direct a government to protect the people, not the lawmaker or government to direct the law, because we are all impurified human beings, and we make error. to make everyone wealthy, healthy, with peace, including the poor. Those are ideologies that I brought up years ago with the approach of Mr. Mark Hamilton. This is not. I'm not selling any ideology here. I'm talking about my principle of understanding the primary law and the new world, because the new world gonna be about that. I have all the book that I need to study probability, to study statistics, to study mathematics, to study environmental health, to study advanced physiology, to study biology, to study physics, chemistry. Everything that I've studied in school. Now I have to implement that to the real world. That's what I gotta do. I am coming up with my new line of clothes, shoes, wash, perfume, hat, underwear, and undershirt. It will be called the Gaption Fashion Design. And you can see the way I wear. This is how some of them want to look like, pretty much. Okay? I am a creative individual. I'm not a lazy man. Okay? I have a woman, very rich woman, beautiful too, who wanted to go out with me. But they don't land in my principle. It doesn't mean that they're mad or something. They're okay with it. I don't want it to be a slave because of living a virtual life. I wanted to be able to implement the project that I have today. There are many women invitations that I'm receiving. Billionaire, millionaire lady, very beautiful. But you're gonna be living with them, and might not be able to implement what you want. As well as if they come in with good intention, those who will come with good intention, that they will let me implement my ideology of all the programs, multi-million programs that I have for my agency, work in pharmaceutical, environmental, research study, create a sort of company like that, hire people that will work along with me to solve environmental issue. I would greatly appreciate it. But there are a lot of women out there. I'm receiving calls, I'm receiving letters, I'm receiving all those contacts. Beautiful women, I can tell you right now. Within the age, my age interval. As you can see, I don't look so bad as people have assumed. I am sexually active. I don't have any disease as people are assuming. I am well potent. Then, I want to say this. I am still tenacious and still alive. And I want to say this to the president be out there, that is okay what he think he have done, but he have not done nothing, because I'm still alive and I still believe in the future, and I still believe that I can have a prosperous life if I make good decision. That I don't wish no harm. This is what the great Yahweh said to me. The love I have for each person, the love I have for each person is different one another. The love I have for John Joe is the love for John Joe. The love I have for John D is the love for John D. That love I have for him include all the blessing that was given for him was given to him during the time of conception, which is different from the other person. So what does it mean? We all have our blessing in this earth specifically. We will never accomplish exactly the same thing, even if they are similar. They might be similar, but it will never gonna be the same, because we are completely different in a stage of human spirit. What I have, I'm responding to those three factors that I mentioned earlier in my preamble introduction here. You cannot take what was given to me by Yahweh. I cannot take what was given to you. But it's well understood to comprehend that at the time determined, you should let go what is belong to the next. I do not know the future, but I do believe that with many reluctance and endurance and stand still tenacious, I should revive from these and earn what I deserve to earn. The same fact as I got involved in this difficulty determined the same fact that I should be able to see the light tomorrow. I should be able to see good illumination tomorrow. So, we are all different in state of mind. We are all different in what we need and what we want to do. I am today saying that this is not a fiction. This is the truth. It is a pure logic, which is a pure non-fiction. I have find that my difficulty started during the starting of this administration, and this is true. I don't want to say the name or who's involved, but I'm saying my difficulty started during the starting of this administration till then, till today. Which I don't want to reveal yet, because I understand the reality and the state that I have in my plate. Someone within this administration don't want to see me have a brighter future. This is the truth. All right? And I hope that this can be solved. I'm not here to do my life compared to somebody else. I'm here to do my life according to me. understanding the blessing that was given to me when I was born. There's always differences. There's always uh, 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 discouragement. People were gonna come forward and say to you, "Well, we don't think that's the right path." So, what's the good path? We never know until we get there. It's all assumption. People still believe that who is part of the group, elite group that have something to do with killing people. I'm coming back to that. Yes, I am also a member of the American Statistical Association, the American Psychological Association. Matter of fact, I'm also the member of the Debt Collector Association. You are dealing with intellectual property under the jurisdiction of the Copyright Amendment through the United States Constitution. Shall not be broken. Intellectual property are intellectual property. It's private. So I will welcome everyone who wants to come according to the United States Constitution to try to find out exactly what I have to offer, what is in there that they're really anxious to know. I will let them find out in accordance to the United States Constitution. I'm still having people coming in my place of living. I'm still having all kind of conspire video and taping, recording all around my apartment. I just wish that those three factors that I mentioned earlier to make a decision to come and take it away. Because I'm assuming if something happened to me today, those three people that I mentioned gonna have something to do with it. This is not an accusation, it's just a preventive approach. I can move forward to a different location, to a different place. But for what cost? Social media there. I'm talking to them by Yahweh. I know the Jews are looking at me very closely. But I love them. I don't have any problem with them. The thing is, I'm not trying to take God away from them. I just work myself hard. God is for everyone. Blessing to them. Their ancestors have done a good work. They are the beneficiary. So it's good. It's all good. But I just want them to know this is not a kind of movement to try to show a trend of I am better than them. No. I am just who I am, Gabriel and Daikon, who have learned the path of glometricology through my endurance and my suffering in this earth, done by people. And I don't want any leader from Israel to think that or to take any conspiracy or defamation about my name, because I am not against them. I'm not trying to be better than them. I am who I am, me. Gabriel and Dagon, who have earned my knowledge through my endurance and suffering done by the people of this earth, and strengthening my covenant with the great Yahweh through Jesus Christ. That's it. I do believe in the God of Enoch, Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, Jacob, Esau, Joseph of Egypt, Moses, Joshua, Saul, David, Solomon, till Jesus Christ. Those are the true people that you see if you're true Christian when you transcend to heaven. If you get there, there's nothing else. I have the intellectual ability. I am completely different from 10 years ago. I am completely different from 20 years ago. I am the transformed and transposed Gabriel and Dagon of today and more of tomorrow. I have the ability of doing stuff that are impossible for human to do. Not supernatural. I'm not a supernatural man other than God giving that power to happen. But when you suffer for no reason and people are judging you before yourself, you should prosper tomorrow. Any light that can overcome the shadow should not be afraid of any difficulty, because his illumination of his courage and faith will overcome all the problems. You will have people who they want to know exactly everything I do in a community, accessing all my file and database. I can assure you very soon I will be changing these computers that are giving you my private information. But I will also be willing to share this information with the government in accordance to the United States Constitution, with respect to the confidentiality and privacy of each single individual living in this nation. But I will not be in accord with a simplistic and idealistic manner in which people are handling these circumstances, coming in my place, following me around, try to see how I'm doing. Oh yeah, we injected some stuff in in his blood, and I'm pretty sure he eat that, but we don't really sure if he can really walk or wake up. He's probably he probably have a broken back, or his tooth is probably broken too. Here I am, my dear friend. There's not absolute certainty. Science is not perfect. Therefore, Intel might be wrong. The biological difference and genetical difference of humankind, bird, make the difference in any pharmaceutical research or clinical trial done. This is the pure difference between humankind. The way the spirit was built. The spirit is the essence, soul of any humanistic life. There is nothing without that. People would like to get my idea. I will be involved in everything. In sport, I will be involved. In every single thing, I will be involved. I have heard people saying focus on one thing. Let me tell you this. We're going to a new world. I am learning my inner self. Find that connectivity between my spirit and myself, which is the true and the pure way to live and understand this complex environment we're living in and cosmos. I will be involved with everything. In education, in sport, in art, films, every single thing that can be creative and making a living. This is me in time. Gabriel and Daikon does his own thing. Things come into your life, you don't call for it. God used, Jesus Christ used people to help others. Some people say sometimes, well, he was very lucky. Many things was done. There were a lot of corruption behind that. And I always ask that question: why corruption didn't find you? Why corruption only found that one? There's not such a thing like lucky. It was meant to be. So it's a simple principle of life. People are gonna say, who do you think he is? You know? I am Gabriel N. Daikon, the founder and chairman of the Charity Angel Medical Foundation and IT Inc., International Trade Incorporated. Pure believer in the founding of creation, a true believer of the great Yahweh and Jesus Christ. I am not a theologist. I am a glometricology. That word, I'm still learning that word because that's a word that I created, I can say it, with the blessing of Yahweh. That will define the world of tomorrow because respect of creation will determine how we will enhance our ability to create and to found our integrated thinking, which is the true connectivity between your human body and your inner spirit, which is the essence of your life, of each individual life. Without a spirit, there's no life. If your spirit leave your body today, you're pretty much done. There's no science that will save you. None by one, but people. I have many places I can go. I can go to Vegas today or tonight if I want. I can go to any place to have fun. But when I believe I can increase or be exposed to more or giving opportunity to people to extract some more information so they can do the information very good, I have to be very reluctant. Either in my relationship, either in my private life. That's why I'm more retired from many things. You're gonna see people talking about, I know everything. Everybody around me are only spy. I don't care. Every single person, either on the phone, either wherever you live in this country, I know the context I am in. I know the difficulties I am in. That's why I'm asking to the President Obama to, I know God revealed something to me about the common denominator we have together. But I'm fear to say that because I can't say I'm fear for my life. You know, that common denominator, I know that. But God have told me He's the only one in His family to come forward and say that because they have authority on earth. At this point, it's giving time for Him to not to protect me. God don't want to protect me. He want Him to follow the U.S. Constitution and help me to lift up from this issue. I don't want Him to protect me because there's nothing to hide. I want Him to follow the United States Constitution. Say to people, follow the United States Constitution. That's what it is. You're dealing with a corrupted system. People who have, like that man over there, like let's say President Biya out there. The man have money. Okay, he was not born in a rich family. He was also born in a poor family. But he have money today. He have money. He have what he need from generation to generation. He does have that. Dear Mr. President Obama, he does have all that money. He does. All his family, they all have money. With all due respect, his wife too. She have the money. But what do they want? They want to make sure they destroy other people's life. Like they're coming into my life. You know? We are all born with all our default and good. I have had diseases, that was given to people, by people, and I survived the diseases like he does. He also had in the past. It doesn't mean that somebody wish you bad. I don't wish him bad. I don't even know what people mean by I wish people bad. No, I do not. I am simply a person who is looking away to success, to have a better life, build up a good family, see my kid grow, and have a better life for them like that they do for the kid. Okay? Very simple as that. I am very certain and saying I still believe that people can take a different course and talk to each other. They know the future. in their level, they have seen. There's a reason behind all this stuff. People wanted to come and told me, you have to go to a different nation. Oh yeah, so he can start all over. Let me tell you something, my dear citizen and my fellow friend. I have served this nation with honor, with the best of my ability. I have devoted my life for almost 4 years, serving only for your freedom. I have put my life and blood in the line to protect the constitution of this nation. I don't ask nothing from this government. I have worked harder, came back, went back to school, founded a company, the Charity Medical Foundation. The only thing I'm asking is the support so I can move forward. I don't expect anything to be granted to me, because I was not born such. I'm asking people to look the score I have in my Social Security. In about 6 or 7 years of me being here, what I have accumulated as points. I'm not talking about since 2010 where the system refused to pay me the money. I earned very good amount of points. But I'm just in the beginning. The people don't want me to have a better life or either have a good retirement. They're so anxious. Oh, this guy, man, he's very close. This guy might have a very good retirement. When you're gonna get old. I was working 3 jobs. Sometime, I remember one day I went to file my taxes. I have 16 W2. So I worked for 16 different companies in 1 year. This is not a joke. This is the truth. Not even in 1 year, in many years. I've been working too hard. Every single job that was coming. I went to do the W2 form, 16 W2 form. That lady was even surprised. She was scandalized. And in each of those 16, I was paying Social Security, state, federal taxes. That's how I earned all those points, because I was working harder. I'm a hard-working guy. I can promise you, I am one of the toughest working hard guy out there. If somebody want to test me, he's very welcome. Alright? But sometime in life, what you don't like is what comes. My agenda that I keep saying is not an agenda for war or for destruction. It's an agenda for the well-being, the health, wealth, and peace for everyone. People talk about experience. Yes, of course. I have 25 years of experience. So your experience starts from where? From 25 years or from nothing? You tell me. An experience can only be built on something. So you started somewhere. If you haven't had that opportunity to start your experience, you should have not built those 25 years. Someone have to start from somewhere. he wanted to um, come and show me he will have a retirement here in the United States. No, don't worry about that, President Biya. You can have what you want. I even have a room for you there. I have I mean, I don't mind if you have a retirement as my neighbor. I don't care. What I do care is that you revise your previous action of the profile that was built on me and revoke it. And make sure that I have a better life. You don't know tomorrow we're going to replace you. You pretty much have that in your agenda too. But you don't know for sure. You do not. You pretty much have somebody that you wanted to be there, but you do not know for sure how it's going to turn out. So why do you want to come after someone like me and try to disclose my life and making those threat, those threats, behind behind the scene with many other countries, just to make my life difficult and set it back. No, my life is not set back. I'm still alive and I'm still healthy. I have the protection of the great Yahweh, which is the pure power, which is the absolute power. He have control of all single energy that we use here, that you guys are using for practices and all those rituals that you guys are doing to control people's spirit. He does have control of all of those stuff. Now, I want to make sure that people comprehend. My agency is a multi-million company. I'm going from healthcare to environmental health to clean energy to educational health to real estate for the poor. I started talking about the poor 6 years ago. I started talking about a world with equality and better treatment for every single person. All the people are there. You have people, the stars, all those singers and all these people. There are people that can be well friend and work partnership with my agency and move forward. But because there is that conspiracy of defamation and destruction of my name behind the scene, everybody's here to come and approach me because the supreme power of this earth will come after them. I have a series of attorneys that no one knows. I have a single sample of every single chemical that was injected in my food and drink. I have all of those analyzed, put in place. Those single lawyers, they have a lot of monies. They have the media. They also have the power. This is not a threat. This is a justification of the revision and the reinstatement of a simple U.S. citizen right. I am requesting and imploring a reinstatement of my birthright and citizen right. And that's honestly what's supposed to happen. Those lawyers never shows up. They're always behind the scene. So I am asking you to let this go, because it will be coming. Sorry about that. I have to clear my throat. Yes, clear my throat. It's a natural thing. It's not sickness. I know how you guys are imagining stuff out there. You know, yeah, it's easy. It's getting very sick. You know, yeah, I'm getting it. I was born a clean man and beautiful man. I will maintain my health and my beauty accordingly. I'm not trying to remain young. I just wanted to be healthy and good looking. That's all. You mad about that? Well, you're free to go away from me. Or either your envy can increase still to try to harm me more. You go ahead. It's alright. This is not a personal assumption. This is just a realistic and idealistic approach from my own experience, from my own humanistic experience that I have experienced here in a state. I moved to different nation and purpose. The same thing. I realized that no, Mr. Gabriel, don't dream. This thing over here. Those folks are communicating like a form of order. It's an order. You know? They're after you, man. They're after you, boy. Don't worry about that. Wherever you go, they'll find you. So that is not solving the problem. People are fearful for your success. I say again, I am completely different from the Gabriel and Icon of 20 years ago, from the Gabriel and Icon of 25 years ago. I am the Gabriel and Icon of today and tomorrow. I have great opportunity. My life is not stuck. My life is progressively moving in a right path. Progressively moving in a right path. Even if it's a little bit slow, seems like as people see me here, they think I'm not doing nothing. I'm working more harder than you guys. Because I have to be more creative so that I can survive. You know, the manifest. Certain people, they believe Gabriel and Icon don't like women. You don't imagine. I do love women than you imagine. But I do believe in a respect and mutual respect of any humankind and creation. a woman can fear me and without being watched for 5 minutes by cameras, like I'm doing a movie or sex movie, this is not freedom. This is not a relationship. This is a spying scene. All right? And I want to make sure that I can really clarify this with all the female or all the women out there. I love you all, but I have my taste. I am just a little bit tasty when it comes to which woman I choose. It doesn't have nothing to do with biasing or discriminating against any woman. It's just a choice, a personal choice that I have. I have to make, like everyone else out there. All right. So don't take me wrong. I respect everyone. I respect every single woman. But I have a profound approach that I do not beg a relationship. Love should not be demonstrated by playing a scene of movie for pleasure. It's a pure manifestation of good action. I don't go by story of love based on society thinking. Will you change the life of this partner or this companion? If you don't, that was used. Everyone can come and talk good, and after the scene is over, it's over. What about that? So don't blame my approach. My approach is purely pure and realistic. I'm a man of honor. I do not believe in form of virtual life following a social ideology that is not always true concept of living. You're talking about those millionaire women out there who all are seeking me, who wanted to date with me. I want an agenda. I want to make sure that I will be able to proceed with my my multi-million company I have, with my education that I've earned, put it in together and try to, form a more ideological and implement those notions into place. That's what I need. Nothing else. And right away, they are all beautiful women. They have the money. But I really don't care about the money. I care about the potential I can bring up and multiply that money. And there's also something. I want to form a family. So can you produce me that? Or can you give me that? That's another thing. So it's not always so easy for people to think I have many places I want to go. But could that solve the problem of being profiled everywhere I go? No. The problem is the person who have a single signature in order to give, which is the president of this nation. I keep asking him that indirectly. Or indirectly. Indirectly. Sir, can we stop this bleeding? I will go now to glometricology and the use of quantum physics, theology, and parabolic syntax approaches to make some concept true according to some hypothesis. Well, I was having a discussion with somebody last time, an intellectual man. We stated that I think he said physicists might discuss, might have a different, approach about this. Everybody, the majority of people saying there was nothing before. Yes, there was only what people call today God particle, what I call matter, form of molecule, matter in space. Through a simple principle of physical principle of magnetism, they get combined together to form asteroids. And those asteroids with time form a magnetic field that combine them together to start forming planet and galaxies around. Those asteroids come directly from those matter that was there. So if people can say that there was nothing in the beginning and today there's something, so I mean that something happened from nothing. Spontaneous creation. So now I'm defining that those matter have similar different compositions, and therefore we might find similarity with other planets because those matter are pretty much the same. They form those asteroids. Those asteroids are composed by different chemical elements, and when they combine together they form other molecules, and they form some planet with different element on it, sometimes similar element than what we have here on Earth. But for some reason the solar system was formed like any other galactic system that were formed out there. So within the solar system, a single planet was choosing to have human being life or being life. Why? Because you have that asteroid that came in with dihydrogen and compound with that Earth. Earth was already formed like the sun today because it was a accumulation of many asteroids bonding together and creating that magnetic force, attracting other asteroids. So that magnetic force was very, very, very heavy, that any asteroid was just coming and bound, and those asteroids have a very large surface to form the planet that we have. But the creation itself is behind human imagination, because there are beings that were involved in that creation. Invisible being working under the command of the Creator to implement what need to be done. But they're using science. Everything that they do can be explained by science, but our science is not there yet. Or everything they have done can be explained by science, but our science is not there yet. That's why the people in quantum physics are still working on it. I'm not a physicist. I'm not an astrologist. I am just a glometricologyist. Now I pronounce it right. I'm a glometricologyist who is more interested in environmental faction, technology, health, science, so that I can well comprehend this phenomenon. But I can assure you that there were matter that people call God particle that were, surfacing around the galaxy, the globe, the space, and those matter in some point through magnetic force start accumulating together and start forming those asteroids. And those asteroids in certain point start through magnetic forces start accumulating together to start forming planet that we have and star and any other thing that we have today. You can still see those asteroids out there. When they lose track, they can come on Earth and become meteorites. All right. So if we find similar composition of matter, of compound in other planet, is that same denominator that I just explained. It does not guarantee that there were life there. It just does guarantee that yes, all those planets were formed from those matter that have the same, pretty much that complementarity composure, and form asteroid with specific composure bounded together, form what we have today. So there will be a lot of similarity. But that other asteroid with dihydrogen on it, that bounded with the solar Earth, because through the formation they were all like that, before they get transformed to wherever they are now. So you will find people are finding soft material. There were water somehow, for those planets to form like that. There were water somehow. It's just that through the mystic law that we don't know, that people don't believe, that believe in creation, they don't want to believe in that. That God have made those invisible beings to do visible things. That big asteroid with the hydrogen came and got composed to form with other asteroids that were already bounded in the solar Earth and create that planet Earth, in which generate the moon. The moon is the residual of that compound. So there's many more thought that I'm going to make in future seminar like this one. Now let's talk about the thing that I promised you, the vision that was made by Jesus, showing me his return. Because people think it was a joke. It's not a joke. I'm a silent man. I don't talk too much, and I like to retreat. I was told that one of my ancestors was like that. They like to retreat, be more wiser. All right. So during his return, no one will know. Even the angel out there do not. The time in this earth will stop. The time will stop. I was there. I saw what will happen. And I'll tell you something that was very tricky. The time will stop. The sound will appear. The light will over-dominate the sunlight. And there will be sound. Sound coming directly from heaven there. Directly. And that light will be so brighter. People will start saying, oh my God. Oh. People will start saying that. Everything will stop. They will come. We will see them coming and they will disappear and reappear directly. They will reappear like simple people. Shorter than us. But what I realize is the height in heaven that they teach you is 5.5 for humility, because when you go there you understand that we are really nothing, that we were very fooling ourselves on earth, and then everybody want to be humble. Everybody wanted to not to be 7, but they want to be 5, so they reduce all the height to 5. I didn't understand that. Why I was thinking gonna come bigger, but it came 5 and 5.5, shorter than me. I don't believe as I will be alive or in this time for sure, but I know there's no hazard. I never dreamed that in my entire life, or I never seen that in my entire life. I never been brought to that level in my entire life. So that is true, and that will be. So people have to be very careful, because that Jesus that people are talking, and people do not know well, he will certainly return here. And that is true. And they will appear in a house of those who have served them well as Christians to start the mission. So it will be, like I said, there's more, but I will say that further in a coming seminar. This is not an hallucination or PCSD or lie. This is the truth. In the name of Yahweh and Jesus Christ. So we all have all that, the money that we all want. But there's more over there. There is it's more bigger, I don't know, maybe 100 times than Earth. The first 7, the second one is there, but the third one is magnificent. It's just something else. So we have never seen that. Yeah. So, but do I have to just stick into that, not to work harder here? No. I have to start using the new word, the prime law. Because over there, everybody is the same. Everybody have, well, when I say it's the same, based on what you have done in this earth, that's why you're going to have the compensation over there. If you were a rich man spending all your time blocking other people to succeed, well, you're not giving nothing. With all due respect, I'm telling you the truth. You might be disappointed if you have a chance to to transition there. Christian go there. I mean, you Christian and people that you have passed the message along, talking about Christianity, are those who want to go there with you. I mean, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to go there with your entire family. I mean, you have to transform them to believe in that, or whatever they believe in. Or they want to believe in Lucifer, they're free to do that. But somehow they should comprehend that they should give opportunity to others to live their life, because that's what counts. You know, you have to give to others to be compensated over there. You have everything that you have built here over there in 10 times. So that's the truth. You give, you receive. You know, we have to be very careful of how we're handling each other. Comprehending the meaning of creation is very important. Understanding the human spirit and the connectivity with the human spirit is also very important. This is no magic. God have created every single spirit, or every single thing that we see here, and all this energy and spirit that existed that people use are under his control. You can use it in a certain stage, but you can reach a certain level. You see a more brighter light that will consume you. Okay? We have all the possibility and knowledge that's what people call sometimes God man is God. Why do they say that? They're not saying that God, men are God, but they're saying that you possess an inner ability that if you find, you can realize stuff that you have never imagined to realize, to accomplish, because you all have everything. This is a pure thing that everybody should follow. It's very normal. You know, my work is completely, it com I mean, came completely from the work or the vision of Yahweh. Nobody else has helped me. This is not from my father. This is from me. He have part of it, maybe based on education that was given to me, and maybe advice too. Not in pursuit of this, but advice to learn how to be independent and learn how to be a man in life. But to say to you that I have to be Mark like he was Mark, a poor man, you know. I am determined to become what I believe I should become. I know what I can do and what I will do if I have the fund I need. I do not need. I already have the command. People have to remove that evil barrier that they put in front of me so I can achieve whatever God desires to be done. People are diabolizing me. God is sitting in his throne, taller as you can imagine, bigger as you can imagine, with all the energy surrounding him. He controls the entire cosmos and universe with his own mind. You come in his throne, he will be there every single time. But at the same time, is all over the place with his mind. That's why you can't really see his face, because many messages go around, and many, I mean, complete set of, he controlled the entire. Imagine that. I'm not a theologist. I don't want. I am Gabriel and Daikon, a glometricologist with knowledge in environmental health, public health, community health, biostatistics, epidemiology, and ecogenetics. And I'm talking to use the law of nature, metaphysics, to let people understand the principle of creation and the concept of the absolute power and absolute energy. My task and my work is harsh. My expectation is very grandiose. The steam in which I'm living shown be a path in which I believe I should be. I am fully determined to pursue my own ideology. I am not in a pursuit of money. I am in a pursuit of accomplishing the mission that God gave me for this earth. Therefore, he understands and realizes I need the money to get it done. For position, he will make it happen. When his time comes. When he shows Lucifer on, Lucifer can stand when he's there. Trust me, if you work for Lucifer to block me, you'll be surprised that day when his time comes to deliver me from your hand. If you continue, you will know who's the great I am. What I am mean. You came and you are gone, and I'm still there. I am the beginning and I am the end for your earth, but I am the infinity for all. So it's always there. So the thing is this comes purely from my heart, which is the true connectivity to the divine being in your inner spirit. I want people to comprehend and understand that tomorrow I can be like them. I can be a billionaire or millionaire tomorrow. I don't know. I can be whatever they are afraid me to become. I am still working harder. I understand the steam and the reality that are under my shoulder. Oh, people say, oh yeah, he's over. Dana is gone. I mean, he can recover. He's never gonna recover. He's over. We got him down. He's sick. What are we gonna do? We raise his memory. He can't even speak. He don't even walk. We're gonna make sure he doesn't even walk well. Yeah, I am, my dear fellow citizen. Yeah, I am. People can believe in what they believe. First, people talk that I was a terrorist. That my company was funded by terrorists. I want them to tell me today what is the outcome. Maybe my company was funded by supernatural people. I'm still waiting for that. I will say again, I have earned my education and I've proven that I am capable of being stand and still to the level I am today. I am more convinced that I can enhance more capability of achieving more in time to come. I do not fear any barrier or any blockage. As long as I believe in my inner ability and capacity to get things done. Victory might not always be visual. Victory in time define the pure truth in which we sometimes ignore in early stage. I am here to work for people life, to change people life in this earth and start a new movement toward the new world. My work is started long time before I even be part of the neotech, before I even be part of the Scotty Wright. My work was directly from Yahweh, the great Yahweh, directly from him. I started talking about poor. I started talking about fighting against diseases. I started talking about the third world 6 to 7 years ago, when I started this company, the Charity Medical Foundation. I need prayer. But my mission is not mission of Jesus. I am there to play my mission that will be part of his complementarity when he returns in the future. I am dedicated to work for the poor because I have suffered. My work is purely to solve famine, health, disparity, inequality, and justice in the world. That's where my charity is about. This is the work of God itself. That's why I contacted all those wealthy people in the past. Singers, you know, they rejected my hand. They rejected the hand of God. My pure existence today is the manifestation and pure manifestation and approval of the great Yahweh. My suffering is a test for God to show me his love. To know if I really do love him. You don't get the love of God just by saying his name. You have to earn it. You remember Abraham when he said to Abraham, to show that you love me, I want you to give me your son? That's the same God you're praying, right? There's the same God we came with that thought. Why? There was not. If or maybe it was, it must be done. Just to test him. He will never let you down if you follow his path. What happened? He surprises Abraham. This is not an imagination. This comes directly from my 11 years, almost 11 years of suffering and conspiracy, and a continuous 3 years of abuse and authoritarian power, of conspire ideology surrounding all my circumstances, blocking me to proceed and move forward and deliver the work of God, Yahweh, on this earth. People who believe that they were born well, they were born lucky, they were born to achieve stuff. Today, they are president. Yesterday, they were like me. I know the others. It will never change who I am. Lucifer know that. He can trick me. I'll use the money for the good of people. That's why he came to challenge me between 2008 and 2009. I told him the truth. Go and find other people, but not me. And right away, get the heck out of my room. I don't fear him. Even if he came to me in his transform spiritual form that was given to him by the great Yahweh, you know, it's all right. He's using the people to do the promise he told me in during that confrontation. It's all right. His time with me will be over soon. When God will decide that this time is time, you will see that it's time. People must be open with me and understand my approach and understand what I want to do. Can we use a kind of science that is only controlled by our own mind? Can we reach that kind of technology? That's the world of tomorrow. I am dedicated to follow my path with no endangering others. I have solicitation from most of the wealthy women out there. I wanted to get it achieved. But if those women come to me with good agenda that will let me and allow me to implement and put in place the work of Yahweh through the Charity Medical Foundation, I will be welcome to work with them. I have many talents. You know, I know how to cook. I know how to play. I know how to write. I'm an intellectual person. I know how to, love too, But I also know how to care for others. We should remove all those blockage and bondage of envy and sort of rejection and bring up love in place. Instead of diabolizing stuff that we do not comprehend. Who is crazy? What is crazy? It is immorality from our moral resonance, or it is an incomprehension from a morality that we don't comprehend. I am fairly open to any conversation with any leaders, either President Obama or either any leader or either President Biya. I'm open for any conversation. I don't seek no power. I don't seek no money. I seek an achievement of Yahweh will on earth. I don't have no knowledge other than him. I don't have no power other than him. I don't have no strength other than him. But I do believe that when I stick to do something, I get it done. His blessing is all upon me. The time and determination that I have given for him, without turning back from my belief, is the bondage of the covenant that I have with him. People believe, last time I went there, somebody asked me, do you have a living will? Oh, you can imagine. People are already thinking about my death. Oh, it's very funny. I didn't laugh like that when I was asked, but I laugh inside. And I say, you see, those are the same folks. They want you gone. They believe it's over for you. Well, you'll be surprised. Maybe when you retire, you'll see me somewhere doing what I always believe I should do. I'm 34 years old and I still have a full life ahead of me. I must focus how to accomplish what I believe shall be accomplished. Form a family, teach them the word of Yahweh, and proceed. The kids that I have out there, I'll look for them and I'll wait for the moment where Yahweh will tell them that he will clear the heart of all those women that I dated to come forward. And they will be welcome. But they should follow the path of Yahweh if they want to be part of my life. So, the good and bad are all the misuse of the energy. The energy is out there. You use it for the good cause. Trust me, you should not have any problem with Yahweh or Jesus Christ. It's when you start using it for the bad cause that you start seeing, you start having issue with him. The energy is out there. People are using it. Some use it for good, some use it for bad. He will never gonna condemn you if you use your energy to save people's life or to make a human revolution that will change people's life forever or change people's life for better. But when you stick in your decks and decide you wanted to destroy the life of someone for no reason at all, it's a mistake. With all the poison and all the manipulation and conspiracy that I have experienced, and I'm still standing, I have the capability and the knowledge of achieving whatever I wish in this earth, if I'm given the opportunity. I am not the most intelligent man, but I believe in the strength and the talent that I have in me that can allow me to proceed more farther than human have ever imagined. That is the strength I have. And that's the strength that was given by the great Yahweh. This is not the teaching that came to my family. This is a proceeding life that I have growing up in a family that believe in God, that in God and Yahweh, in which I learn from and bring it to a different stage. Build a covenant that will allow me to deliver his work. I wish I have a wise person in my side, wise woman in my side. I wish I can be able to fulfill my mission and raise the fund and the money that I need to work in this multi-million program that I have to deliver, to fulfill Yahweh, my part of Yahweh work on earth. Those who will come against me will be facing a barrier from Yahweh, not once, but for eternity. They wanted to know about what I want to do. They know what to do. They know what to do. My work came one day from this inspiration from Yahweh to start writing what you see today. No one gave me, no human gave me even a single idea in the time of initiation. Therefore, the time will determine who is right and who is wrong. Today, we are determining that the war in Iraq was completely wrong. But it doesn't mean that that action have not solved a long-term problem. But it does mean that the decision at the time was not done correctly. Time. We are neglecting people today from the love of money and neglecting human creation, neglecting human ideology, which is the essence of any creation here that even make that money that we love today. I remember my time in a shelter house. Remember my time sleeping on the street, on the road with my bags in my hand. You know? Which was just a follow-up from the experience that I had back in my native country. Never sleep there, but I work hard. Today, people who don't even know me will come and decide my destiny. They have a right for their own opinion, but they do not have a right to come into my life for something that they have not created. One day I was walking out there and meet somebody. I say, "Hey, how you doing, sir? Do you see that man over there sleeping on the street? Can you take his place?" He said, "Hey, hell no." And I turned the conversation around. I got him lost, and I came back and said, "Well, see, through our conversation, so you want to be like somebody like Donald Trump or Bill Gates?" He said, "Yes." You see, we always look people who have achieved stuff, but we don't know how they got there. And we always destroy those who are behind and try to get up, because we always believe they deserve that. They don't deserve that. They deserve better than that. Somehow they got disappointed by something that lead them to that decision. Somewhere they get disappointed by something that lead them to that position. Maybe they got rejected by the society. We always wanted to go and destroy those who are in a low level of the pyramid. Why we want to do that for? And great wealth those who are on top of the pyramid, like they are perfect men. That's why I always like to take the example of people in the top level of the pyramid, because that's the people that everybody look like after God is there. It's those people. Well, let me say this. In the eyes of God, you are the same. Why you are the same? Because all of this is momentary. When you're done, you don't take it with you. You leave it here. The same as the poor. on sleeping around the garbage or on the street. And when you get there, you have the same treatment. Sometimes he probably have the even better um, uh, reception than you. So it's not about that. I even say sometimes they always have reception better than those who believe they have the power. Yeah, who don't want to use it in the right way. They want to block order to really excel, to live their fundamental life, their birth gift. We are all human who make mistake. There's nobody who is framed for making mistake. We all do. But we always have that tendency of trying to judge others. I am different from the Gabriel and Icon of 25 years ago or 20 years ago. I am the Gabriel and Icon of today and the future. I am working to implement the prime law to the new world, to make the world having health, wealth, and peace for everyone, including the poor, to excel. Those are the parameters that I included in my mission, the Charity Medical Foundation mission, the third world country. When I was tackling those issues, social issue, physical environmental issue, social environmental issue, access to efficient and effective healthcare, the lifestyle, the region, without even confronting the politics. But my work and attempt that I have done that was blocked by the government that you're supporting today, I experienced the blockage there. I went to Cameroon, tried to implement the work. That government turned that agency away. They didn't want to assist me. And furthermore, they made sure that I don't have any assistance here, even from the government that I served. Is that fair, Mr. President? With all due respect, I don't think so. I do believe people are going to say this is stress. People are going to say this is hallucination. No. This is the moment. This is the time to stop and to let me live my birth-giving life with all the compensation that I deserved. I attempted to implement my work to help that nation. Let me say something to you. You are never gonna breathe a pure air like the air that is never. It doesn't exist. Why do God is very anxious about the environment? Because he knows an unhealthy population is a population without a future. If a mechanician is sick, you're not gonna have your car done. If an electrician is sick, you're gonna be out of electricity. If a pilot is sick, no travel. If this, don't take it bad and something that he tried to do something wrong. If a president is sick, there's no president. If the vice president is sick, there's no vice president. Okay? So health is a very important issue. If a scientist is sick, there's no research done. We have to deal with the environmental health issue and crisis that we have today. This is the issue and challenges of the future, as well as the world is moving to a rapid development nanotechnology, nanomedicine that will create more nanoparticles around the world. We will be facing occupational exposure to nanoparticles, ultrafine particles. We will be facing environmental exposure to more metabolite, to more chemicals. An unhealthy population is a population without a future. Health shall be the initial and the most important thing to tackle. Environmental health. There's a correlation between the environmental health and the health of people. In long term, you always find that correlation. We should use the natural resources to implement good approaches to solve our problems rather than using our own envy of making money out of what was there that we found. Why cannot put in place and implement things that are more important? We're gonna challenge and say this vision is only to come and take power. It's not to come and solve the problem. And now that we're going to diabolize him, or he's part of organization that only create war. Who create war? I have the book, yeah, of Frank Wallace. The word order. Who create war? At the end, you become the victim of your own imagination in accordance to the mission that is already part of the order. I believe that my approach and my career path is the career path for the future. And I believe that we will have more environmental crises in future to come because the world is developing faster and we have more technology that are coming out and we do not have appropriate policy to tackle all the problems that we have out there. We will be facing more challenging situation and more social determinants of health that will not be easy for us to solve all those problems to come, or all those health and social disparity that will be coming soon. I am dedicated to come out with more scientific approaches, technological approaches, glometrical approaches that I believe should be part of the solution. My work is purely directly from the great Yahweh. He is the only person who have saved me today from all the bondage and all the envy that I went through in this entire earth. I deserve a beautiful and powerful woman around me. I deserve a beautiful and lovely life with my kid around me. I deserve a better life and beautiful house with my family around me. I deserve to have a better health and a better support from the system I serve. I deserve to be someone that can be part of this moving forward society. I deserve those stuff. My intention, my mistake, maybe my mistake that people call mistake, can be, misjudgment or misinformation, are those of the past, are those in which I have learned to remove what's supposed to be removed as a guidance to make better decisions in the future. I am not going back to the past. I will not be the past. I am the present and I am the future. Gabriel and Daikon. I am moving forward. I will ignore everyone who will come to me, try to block this purpose of the great Yahweh to move forward. I will stand still, even to death, for the principle that I believe is right for humankind. I will speak politely in accordance to law to any authority or any leaders that will confront my ideology without following the United States or without following the constitution of the land. My work is purely from the great Yahweh. I know how heaven look like. I know how the first heaven look like. I know how the second heaven look like. I know how the third look like. Not completely because it's so vast. And I know what God wants earth to be before his return. And I'm doing his work. My work is for me. That was given by him. There will never be any imitation. It's my work. It comes straight from my heart and straight from his word. That's where I started this. The love that God or Yahweh have for you is for you. The love that God have for John Joe is for John Joe. That love comes along with all the blessing and all the attribute that the person should do on earth. There's no duplicate. I am determined to follow my path, either through suffering. I was born alone and I will die alone. It's a simple, pure logic. Like the Emperor Augustine, when he was dying, he called his daughter and he asked, "Do I've done my work well in this comedy called life? Have I done my life well in this comedy called life?" The daughter responded, "Dad, only God will respond back to you." You know, this life is only comedy. Everybody plays his scene and it's gone. And people are writing down exactly how your scene is. And they're writing down how you have done well, you have not done well, okay. And when you get there, they'll show you all your scene. "Hello, sir, how you doing? Welcome back. Look." You know, who you have hated, who you have accused falsely, mistake you have made, where you were misguided, where you were misinformed, where you have envy for other, where you lie about other, what you have done well, have you have helped people, so that you don't even have a word to discuss other than saying, "Yes, I accept." You know, it's very simple. People believe Gabriel is done, it's over. Yes, you have a right to believe that. But if you stand still, looking at that Bible like a freaking monument, without thinking that it is the manifestation of all humankind that are inside of that Bible, you don't believe in none. With all the respect I have for all humankind, we will believe in a revival and a prosperity and a return. When God has spoken and given, He stands for eternity, cannot be taken away unless the person give up. I will never give up in the belief that I believe or I think is in accordance with the covenant that I have with Yahweh. I have supported our president. I have supported our president and his family. But I do not know where that heroism is coming from. I understand the common denominator that was spoken to me by Yahweh. I understand that. But I am not in the verge of trying to destroy his political path. I am in the verge of making my life in accordance to what I have started long before he became even president. This is not a personal thing. This is a real demonstration from my ideological point of view. Try to demonstrate that I am nothing in this earth. Destroy the work of Yahweh. Yes, I've made certain mistake, but I recognize those. And I respect others. When I say mistake, it's based on what people have accused me for. Like I always say, I was misled. Yes, I responded to people based on the action to me. People have judged that I shall be none. I shall be none based on their own assumption. I am more dedicated to move forward and accept all responsibility that I have to implement on earth the work that I shall implement. My work is purely in accordance to the covenant. I'm not here. My agenda was done even before my conception. I am not here to make any comparison with any single person in this earth. Trust me, you're not part of my agenda. My agenda comes directly from Yahweh. You don't know how to do it? You come and talk to me in a pure way, not in a spying way. I'll show it to you. And I know if you come the spying way, I will reject that. Why God always say, where there's peace, I am. You think that God will come to a place where I have camera all over the place? He will not. He will never. You will never going to see such a thing. Maybe that's the reason that you disbelieve whatever I'm saying. And I already knows that because I was told. I'm just using what you have in your hand. You're reading every day. You don't comprehend that. I'm not a theologist. You try to come and destroy my life for no reason. rather than being a friend for someone that you believe, that you think can even help you to solve your problems. I am a man of my word. I have proven it to my family. So I can do that for even a nation, even the world. I have started my agency with full faith without even thinking about making money out of it. As of today, I spent already enormous amount of money out of it. Why? Because it's love, because it's something that I want to do. You judging me? Did I receive any dime from you? If that's true, you send me a letter. You know my address and even my phone number on the website. I have worked harder to come so far, and I still have a lot of work to do. People have decided that they wanted to make my life be a path that they believe it shall be. Should not. I should be able to have a beautiful, powerful, and pretty wife around me, what I deserve. As God knows that I know you, son. Your spirit was blessed just by the look. And woman, you know the taste. I know. It's something that is inside me. I know my choice. When I look, it's always fine. Trust me. The one that I wanted to. So you have to be very careful when you judge me. My suffering have put me in this level. And I ask God, why are you accepting those to do this to me? He said to me, you'll find out. Time. As of now, I will end this conference, this presentation, and I just want to say to you, peace, wealth, and health for everyone, and that Gabriel and Daikon is slowly, progressively moving forward. I am not dead. I am not done yet. I am in the verge with the protection of the great Yahweh to implement what it should be. I am no one other than Gabriel and Daikon. My life as of today has been an experiment that proves the living Yahweh. You say, I'm saying his name without any fear because it's pure. It's coming straight from my heart. And he will do nothing to me because I put him first. I need a compensation. Don't believe that you can just treat me like an animal and let me go without any compensation. I need a compensation. God knows that. Son, you have not done nothing or more worse than those who are condemning you. I see them every single day and every single second. Go and still be. You gonna come and tell me that you are perfect. No, you're not. You try to prove otherwise. I am not. There's no perfect certainty other than God. We're all there full of jealousy and envy. What we're running for? We're running for what? I have done what I have done to survive against that almost 11 years of conspiracy. What you guys have on your profile? I have the toughest profile that ever been lived, because those who have even been condemned for the accusation that I have, at least they went to jail, and then the case got solved. And my case still stands as a conspiracy. I am very free and open to talk to anyone. I'm a good looking guy. I work harder. I take care of myself. My health is my priority. My future is my main concern. My education is my main tool. Peace is the path I have and should carry. Acceptance is my ideological thinking. My anger is from frustration and comprehension from others. A system that have refused to accept the work of someone like me who have protected the citizen without even knowing every single name. With all due respect, is a system without a conscience. With all due respect, I say again, with all due respect, so don't take it personal. It's the truth. The world is not an evil place because there are evil people living there. It's an evil place because there are people refusing to fight evil. Evil is not Lucifer that you see coming. Evil are people who are demonizing the life and impeding the life of others. And people are out there sleeping every night and thinking that's okay. That's what I mean. They try to destroy my website. They try to, stealing my stuff and try to do all the things. I am open to any conversation. I am an environmentalist, glometricologist, biostatistician, who care about community health, who care about the health of people, who care about poverty, who care about the wealth, who care about equality on earth. I'm not an activist. I want to make clear about that. I am a businessman by default. I have to implement an order that will allow me or permit me to sell my programs. Like the Gaption fashion design, who is coming with the logo that I have. I need the fund and money to run this multi-million company. Multi-million-dollar company. I have to make sure about that. This is a heavy tax. And I'm dedicated not to let the word of Yahweh down. I have to follow, and I have to make sure that I fulfill the path that I've learned too from my father, who have helped as many people as he can in his life. And I shall be sure to continue in this path. They are not perfect human beings. We are not all perfect human beings. We live to sin, and we live for a believing on sin removal while we're moving forward. We do not always presume we are unsinnable, like many people pretend to be. Therefore, this is a message of peace, and I'm only requiring that all the thing that people have done to me, I need a pure compensation. If people think I'm not a hard worker, I want them to go look my social security again. I do work hard. I need opportunity and compensation to move forward. For my family, see those women out there sending me those powerful women with money. They also fear that this government will come after them, intimidating them, not to deal with me. Why do this government doing that? I will not say I don't know. It's just a simple concept of making sure that I don't have a brighter life. That's all. It is time to talk about the truth, and it's time to take action to go back to the same principle that this country was founded. It's simple as that. People can take me wrong or can treat me wrong. I am not in the pursuit of comparison. I am in the pursuit of my own birth gift and mission, like everyone else in their own. I am dedicated to work with those who want to come to me, not to mock me, but to envision a work that shall be done for the betterness of this work, of this world, and a progressive approach that will enhance all people to come and work together to tackle all those social and health disparity in the entire world. Therefore, I'll close this presentation by saying, may the great Yahweh bless you, and I'll see you next week talking about acceptance, the time, the belief in creation, and the glometricology concept. Thank you, and you all have a blessed day, and wish all the best for everyone. No defamation, no conspiracy, only which progress for every single one. Even though that you know that tomorrow that person will be better than me. It is not our decision. It's the decision of the person who sent us here in this earth. Thank you all.